Did you pick something up as a practitioner, as a trainee, as an initiate? This is something that we don't often talk about, and sometimes you have a sense that something's not quite right since you got a certain initiation or a certain healing or a certain client came in, and it's felt more muddled. You felt a bleed through from different dimensions, your energetics feel off, you have more chaos in your life. The first thing I want to say is, yep, that can all really happen, and that's what we are here to address. And secondly, the really important thing that I really want to instill here is don't beat yourself up about it. The reason these things come for us is often because the universe is giving us an initiation. It's telling us it's time to be serious. It's telling us that what we're playing with is very big. And so there's a sobering part of that. But the universe always puts, if we are humble and if we're on the right path, it will bring the antidote. And that's what I want to talk about. So that's why we're setting up these trainings and these courses to help you to understand more quickly if your energetic field has been interfered with, and to look at why you attracted that into your life and into your journey. There's too much complacency about things like this, because after all, if you get attacked or interfered with in some way and you go to a session as a practitioner and you are not clean, who is complicit then? Okay, so it's really important that we think about not creating negative karma for ourselves as practitioners by going in unclean to ceremonies or sessions or workshops or any sort of interaction that involves energetics, which is pretty much everything. And this is not spoken about enough in the outside world, to the point that we have both an epidemic that we're talking about in the news and an epidemic that's riding through what people would call the spiritual scene, the new age scene, or whatever you like. And it's a tricky one because most people have not been taught about it, because it opens a can of worms, okay? And most people have not progressed enough to be able to answer the questions that come later. And we can't brush this under the carpet anymore because so many people are getting hurt. What's been happening over the years is that practitioners who have worked to a reasonably high degree, we share stories about, oh my goodness, what's happening? But there's a sense of not wanting to create hysteria because a lot of people don't know how to deal with these. So bringing awareness about it when people aren't ready to hear about it and it's not in their field yet is also, people love drama. So we're gearing these teachings towards people who are starting to realize, yeah, there's more to me than meets the eye to this. I realize I've been a bit naive, because we all start somewhere. But it's really important now that we start to talk about some of this stuff, because more and more people will get hurt. And as the energetics on the planet are ramping up, we have to speak about these things. So we've devised this set of courses and retreats so that you can start at a nice beginning point, and then we're going to take the subject matter deeper and deeper. And some of you will not need to progress, but there's certain stuff that you need to know as vital energetic first aid and for your own self, and you might benefit just from level 1. And some of you work in very shamanic settings or ceremonial settings where there's a lot of energy flying around, and you would need to really take this seriously and go to a higher level in order to fully be in authenticity and integrity about what you're offering. All too often, we've got people doing things like cacao ceremonies, and they don't know anything about energetics. They don't know anything about opening or closing space. And it doesn't matter if you're just drinking what you think is spiritual chocolate. When people come into a healing place, all sorts of transference can go on. So we're going to be providing a lot of tools, a lot of insights, and very special knowledge from different lineages, Indigenous and mystery school lineages, so that you can start to contextualize this and start to see where you might want to resource within your toolkit in a way that suits you. So please get in touch if any of this sounds interesting. We have both personalized packages for people where we can also give you readings and therapy and tools that are specific to your practice, or we have several trainings coming up. Take care, everybody. Ciao, ciao.